Okay.
Hey.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, nigga, you didn't disappear on me, did you?
I had to hurry up and get ready. I was doing so much shit today, and mind you, I got to meet up with my friend after this, my homegirl Jazz. So I was doing so many things, trying to prepare for that, trying to get the kids together. So
yeah, no problem. It's no problem.
Oh my God.
This is gonna be.
I was like, oh my God, I'm coming.
I was like, wait, she didn't disappear on me.
No, I did not. I'm right here. I'm trying to put my phone on this thing so that I can sit down and get my motherfucking bed. What's going on, Pooh?
What's up, yo? I missed you so.
I miss you so much.
I know. While you getting that together, let me explain to the people what's happening here. So this is me, Alita. We are going to call this TheMesh After Dark. Okay.
Yes.
So basically, how this is gonna go, we're gonna get into the nitty gritty up to a lot of celebrity and gossip that's going out there in the streets, because I know that the people want to hear it. I know that the people want it. And TheMesh will definitely still be going on. When this will be posted exactly, I don't know the date, but it will be something. So this is episode 1 of #TheMesh After
Dark.
After Dark.
Yes.
So you already know who it is. It's Juwan 145, the Nigerian Prince / King. And I have here my co-host, Miss Lita.
Yes, it's Benita Applebaum. Gotta put me on.
What's going on? How you been first? Let's talk about how you been.
I've been good. I've been good overall. I don't really have too many complaints about anything. It's just I'm lying. I have a complaint that the fucking city about to shut back down again.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. That makes me sad because I'm thinking soon we'll be able to go back outside and have fun.
They closing indoor dinings this Monday.
Yeah, I see that. Indoor dinings, clubs is getting closed again, lounges.
Mm-hmm. All of it. It's closing back down.
We both said all of that.
All that good juicy stuff. We was just opening up slowly. We was like, yes. But I just need everybody to go out there and take that vaccine so that way we can get to 75%. That way I don't gotta take it. Let me stop.
I can be like, oh, you on your own. I'm not taking nobody.
No, because I don't want to take it. So, I just need everybody, 75% people we just need in order for herbal immunity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not taking not a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
No, because did you see the post of the 4 people? Okay. Did you see the post of the 4 people who took the vaccine and now they're all disfigured?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I gotta show you that. It's people who decided to take the vaccine and now their face is fucked up.
Not this motherfucking face. Not this one.
Now their face is fucked up. They have something wrong with one side. I forget what the name of it is, but one side of the face is pretty much, it looks like a stroke. And one side of the face is fucked up.
Oh, nah.
They can't move their face.
Oh, nah.
It's drooped down. Man.
Nah, send me that, because that's a shocker.
Yeah, I gotta show you the post.
Woof. But so tonight, usually on TheMesh After Hours, After Dark, it's usually one topic that we get up and dissect and just get into. And tonight's juicy topic, Miss Lita. Oh my God, this topic is type crazy. I wasn't even I didn't even know, but it's about the Petties.
Yeah, it is. It's about Mr. and Mrs. Petty.
Petty.
Let me grab a lighter so I could open this.
Go ahead. It's Mr. and Mrs. Petty. So yes, Miss Nicki Minaj and her husband against the victim, the alleged victim, which is Jennifer. That's I feel like they gave her that little code name. I don't know if that's her actual name, but the alleged victim, which is Jennifer.
No, it is her name.
That's her name?
That's her name, because it's so crazy, because one of the guys who I forget his name, but one of the guys who used to be associated with Kenneth, he said her name, and her name is Jennifer.
Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna get into all of that because I remember I think it was the daytime. No, it was Lovely T TV. Give a shout out to her. I was watching her video. She was giving all of the information. So that dude, we're gonna get into all that. But anyway, so earlier this year, we obviously knew that Kenneth had a whole charge of rape and that he did his time. This all happened back in like 1994. And he got convicted in 1995. So, you know, in the beginning of the year, this whole came out because, you know, he didn't register as a sex offender in Cali as he was supposed to do when they was moving over there. And, you know, they took him in and it was like, so now they're going to reopen this whole entire case. They're reopening this case to clear his name from being. Now, this is where I was just kind of like, whoa. And this is where I got from Daytime Tea, the Daytime Tea Time. They stated that they heard, because this is where the interview was going on with Jennifer and them. They were doing the interview. So again, everything's alleged because, you know, we can't confirm it or deny. But Daytime Tea Time stated that they heard something like along the lines that they was going to drop Kenny from being a sex offender more to an abuser or somebody who like abuses the women. You know, oh, I force women to go sleep with my friends and things like that. If I want my girlfriend to sleep with one of my friends, I'm going to force her to do so. And then kind of like an abuser. So it's kind of like that didn't make him look any better than a rape. I mean, that I don't know how that weighs out. But so after, you know, they're reopening this whole entire case, Jennifer came out and Nicki Minaj said, you know, that that she was 16, he was 15, and how they was in a relationship and that never happened. And so that's when Jennifer came and spoke out and she was like, wait, hold on now. That's not true at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not changing my testimony. This is what happened to me. I'm not going to rechange any of the experiences that happened to me because for you guys. And it was just a whole lot of.
So the shit, all right, boom. So 2 years ago, right? 2018, Nicki Minaj went to Queens, right? Miss Nicki Minaj, Onika Tanya Mirage. She went to, and mind you now, a quick disclaimer, right? I still love Nicki Minaj. Like, I've been a fan since 2009 of Nicki. And so, yeah, I'm disappointed in her and her actions in this whole scenario. Mm-hmm. But I still love Nicki Minaj. She's a staple. Now I'm saying she's a staple. And I do, you know what I'm saying? I love her. Like, I love her. I love her, but I'm disappointed in her.
Right.
So anywho, 2 years ago, right, the good sis went to Queens and did her turkey drive in Queens, handing out turkeys and everything. And I don't know the logistics of how her and Kenneth came across paths again, but they did. And I got some lipstick right here. Anyway, and when they did, you know, I guess sparks flew with them and they got together. So her fan base dug up his information 2 years ago. Yeah. 2 years ago about his 18 convictions and attempted murders and murders and then the rape. So of course that stood out more than anything because people feel like, you know, he a gang member. It's evident he was going to catch bodies, but rape. So her barbs brought that out, right? So your fan base brought that out, right? Mm-hmm. And I want to keep the focus on Nick because for a reason, like, because I'm a woman and the way that Nick is moving as a woman is so disheartening and it's so disappointing. So your fan base comes out, lets us all know about this man and what his conviction was. The victim still never said nothing, right? The victim is still in the shadows. We don't know who the victim is. Because this happened September 16th, 1994. Right. So one of your barbs decided to go into the comments and say, you know, on your defense, on your behalf, well, I don't know what y'all are tripping about anyway. Who she loves is who she loves. And I believe he was only like 16 at the time. Mm-hmm. So she jumps in the comments. No, they was in a relationship. She was 16. He was 15. Stop right there, sis. You was there? You was there? Nikki, was you there at the house with this man when he was doing what he was doing with that girl? You was not. So I feel like, first of all, nobody could judge you over who you love. That's period point blank, because it's hello, it's people out here in relationships with some people that's not so righteous themselves. So nobody's gonna judge you on who you fell in love with. But when you start speaking on some shit against another woman and you don't even have any idea about what she went through in that situation, you was not there. You know what I'm saying? That's when Jennifer come out. Like 2 years ago, Jennifer did an interview with Candace from Daytime Tea Time. 2 years ago is when she told Candace everything that happened, but she told Candace at that time, do not release the details of my rape. I only want the part where I'm responding to Nikki out.
Because you know what it was with Jennifer? If it was Daytime Tea Time, I remember that Jennifer specifically said that her aunt said something about the raping, that alleged raping that happened with Daytime Tea Time, and she was a little bit upset about that. She was like, no, don't speak about that.
And she was like, don't speak on it. She did not want the details out.
Right.
So that goes to show you, I'm not out here for clout. I don't even want my motherfucker. I don't want even an inkling of what happened to me out here all of these years later. But since you, sis, you want to talk on some shit that you don't know about. Right. So now let me address you. That's your husband, because what your husband did, he paid for. But you, let me address you, sis, and let me let you know, bitch, you wasn't there. Like, you know what I'm saying? And yes, your husband did do those things to me, and no, he was not my man. Right. How dare you? How dare you speak on some shit and then say he was my man?
But to also to say this is that the whole bribing thing with her, like you trying to give her $20,000 to testify that everything that she was stating was false. See, this is the thing. I like Nicki. I have nothing against Nicki. I like Nicki. I like her song, her music. She did hold down the rap culture for females for a good minute. So her respect is paid. What it is more so your character kind of comes into play here, because this is not the first time that we hear you defending somebody who does criminal activity, sexually against women. There we go. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of brings me to think like maybe, her in her family, something happened to her when she was younger.
That's what I'm thinking.
You know what I'm saying? Because it just does not make no sense. I get it. That's your husband, and you're trying to, I don't even know if you can say defend him, because it's in the courts. You know what I'm saying? It's the courts. So you can't defend him against with the courts, and he was already convicted. He did his time. There's no defending to do. It's not like she came out with new information or new allegations. She's just like, this is old. This is the old story that will remain. You know what I'm saying? I didn't bring it up. You guys did, because you guys failed to do what your part was. If Kenny just...
But now on top of that, now keep in mind, that was 2 years ago. Like, I need to stress the timeline, because that was in 2018 when Jennifer came out and said to Nicki Minaj, you are wrong. You don't know what you're talking about, right? That was strike one. So now here we are, and you fast forward to 2020, the top of 2020. Nick, this is your man, right? And you so desperate to have this thing that, because you feel like your time is ticking, and I get it, because a lot of women get to that point where they be like, oh fuck, I need a man, I need a kid, I need this. Come on. So now you pick up any old random off the street, dust him off, dress him up, give him some bread, fine. You love this nigga, right? So why would you, knowing his history, bring him with you outside of the country, right, to an all-girls school in Trinidad? That was strike one for you, sis. That was strike one, because you are his wife. He could say whatever he want. Oh, I don't want to do it. But you are his lady at the time before you was his wife. You are his lady. Well, motherfucker, you not coming with me if you're not coming with me. I don't give a fuck how you feel. You're not coming with me to this school with these little girls, and you're not supposed to do that. We could both get in trouble, bro, but you didn't do that. You brought him with you. So now the laws is like, oh, okay, wait till this motherfucker come back. So then you come back, and then y'all move to Cali. And again, he did not register. So instead of taking accountability for y'all shit, both of you motherfuckers, but Nicki, I gotta focus on you. Because instead of y'all taking accountability, at this point, y'all are married now. Now y'all are married, and y'all are moving to California. Why at that point you still didn't want to tell your man to make sure he registers as a sex offender before y'all go to a whole nother state?
You know what it is? I feel like, and this is just all opinion now, I feel like, Nicki has a certain brand to herself. She's very huge. She's big. She got a certain name to herself. So it's kind of like not trying to take on something like that. Because once you take on that burden, then we look at you, Nicki Minaj, and we're like, well, why did you, you know what I'm saying? Like, if
But
you
it
knew
is
that
what
this,
it is.
but this is what I'm saying. Like, some people are going to look at her like, well, Dan, if you knew that he was a registered sex offender and you knew all of these details, why did you take him in? Now we're going to question you and what you bringing on up here. You know what I'm saying? And so maybe, I guess maybe that's why he didn't want to register as a sex offender. Because, I mean, it's literally in law, they tell you whenever you move from state to state, you got to register as that. That's what they told him. They told him
But
that.
my whole thing is like, it's not about what the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? This is what the fuck you agreed to all them years ago.
Right.
To a lesser sentence, you said, when I go anywhere, I guarantee you I will register as a red dot on the map. So now, Nikki, you don't want your address on the map. You don't want your address to be public.
Mm-hmm.
So now, you and your man got his attorneys reaching out to sis talking about some, yo, write a statement saying that you lied so we could throw this shit out. No, fuck you.
Right.
Fuck I look like.
Right.
All right, we'll offer you 20,000. 20,000. What
not even. Let me tell you something.
20,000. You gonna offer me 20,000 to lie on myself and say that I didn't experience this? What the fuck? You motherfuckers is the devil that want me to sell my soul.
It's even deeper than that. 20,000 for me to switch the experience that I don't went through, the traumatic experience, because that is something that's traumatic. You're offering that low amount.
But who got the bread? Who got the bread?
I just feel like
no money.
The bar.
So who bread is that? That's Nikki money. Nikki, you dead ass Nick. Oh my God. I can't believe you. I can't believe you.
Once when she said she married him and just his whole entire like history, but not saying that people who go to jail in and out, you know, whether if they stole something, murderous or whatever, it can't come out as good people and changed. But you can't force to cancel your past because your past is going to always follow you. That's going to always be on the record books. You did what you did. You know what I'm saying?
And you took him on.
Exactly.
You did and you took him on. Y'all was supposed to be a union taking care of this together and you were supposed to say in your head, yeah, when I marry this man, I'm taking on everything. His past, this, that, this, right? Mm-hmm. So you were supposed to say, fuck it. My address is gonna be public. It is what it is.
You know what it is. When you're rich and you have all this power, because Nicki Minaj does have some power.
Right.
You kind of think that, oh, well, I could kind of manipulate this just because, you know what I'm saying, I have money and things that. No, that's not how it works. Nicki, I'm not even shocked because of, you know, the whole, even her brother situation. I'm not shocked that she would take this kind of route or, you know, defend somebody like this for the simple fact that she's done it before. And I'm not saying that for her to disown her own brother, but damn.
Right.
He was paying for the lawyers in order to let him handle that shit on his own because of what he did.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like this does, if it like gets more hype and actually blows up to be something more bigger than what it needed to be, because all you had to do was just register as a sex offender. That's all you had to do. This could be bad for her image.
But now, not could be, that shit bad for her image. But now you got Jennifer who's coming out because not only did the attorney reach out, Nicki Minaj herself called Jennifer personally. Mm-hmm. Called Jennifer herself like, yeah, I think you might want to recant your statement, sis. First of all, how the fuck you get my number, you creepy bitch? Yeah. And why the fuck is you calling me talking about recant my statement for your husband who raped me, we teenagers that I'm trying to move on from over 25 years ago? What the fuck you mean? So now, because I don't want to take the bread, so now you got motherfuckers calling your gangsters, your goons and shit. Y'all niggas got dumb niggas calling me now. And y'all got niggas pressing my kid who wasn't even born back then. Mm-hmm. My daughter's out in the club partying. And you motherfuckers approach my daughter from some, yeah, your mother know who da-da-da-da-da is, right? Yeah, I approaching my daughter, scaring the fuck out of my kid. My daughter got to tell me what's going on. Yo, what? And Nikki, so you mean to tell me you can't tell your man to stand down? You mean to tell me that you can't tell your man to take accountability for what the fuck he did? So instead, since she didn't want to take that bread, you going to offer it on her head now. Now you offering other motherfuckers $20,000 to get her up out of here. And that's why she's public in 2020 in the present day, because she's letting people know, I am not going on witness protection because they offered her witness protection.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
And she said no, because if I go in witness protection, that's it for her kids. Her older kids, she's never going to see them again. Once you go in witness protection, the life that you had before has died. You're died and you're reborn.
Live a very private life. Very, very
private
life.
Now you can't have contact with your kids. No, fuck that. I'm going to let everybody know. Goodness forbid something happens to me, this is who's responsible for it. And sure, you had to move 4 different times in this country because of what's going on, because of y'all.
And the thing, and what makes it even more sad is that it's not even like she brought it up. Jennifer never brought it up. It literally, this whole thing sparked out of control as soon as this man just did not want to register as sex.
Exactly. But now that's not on me. And I feel her.
I feel her. Y'all are talking about a case that happened years ago. He already did his time. Like, you already served your time. You already did your agreements. You sat there and you said what you was going to do. Why are you reopening it? And you think that she's going to change her statement? No.
No, because y'all don't want to register. We already know. He's a rapist. Now we're going to know where you live. It is what it is. You don't want to be a red dot on the map. You don't want people to know your address. You should never marry the motherfucker.
Hire extra security. That's it. You have the money. Hire the extra security. Make sure
hire these blood niggas that you love to be.
That's it.
Okay, so hire them niggas. Hire them.
And it's funny too because, you know, 2 people confirmed that, you know, that it was Jennifer, which was Kenneth's friend, who his name from Lovely TV. She you know, she was going across of it, and his name was freak. I forgot the freaking name, but it was something kid something. And he was basically going on a rant saying, yeah, you raped this girl, you know, you're a rapist, you know, let's just set up a whole boxing match, you know, and all these, he's just talking all of this talk. You know, they're best friends. He had pictures with him, so they're best friends. And then, you know, moments later, his account got deleted. Or it's just not there. It's not there no more.
It's not there no more. Facts.
Right. So it comes to terms that it's alleged, yes, because, you know, legal reasons. But in my opinion, I just feel like, yeah, I do believe Jennifer, because I watched 2 different interviews from this woman.
Yep.
Both interviews, there was the same details. When she was crying, same details.
She never changed her story.
Never changed the story.
She never changed her story.
That story did not change. Not one time, even with the aunt. That story did not change one time. I was like, this is detailed word for word.
But even the story in the police report from 1994, same shit. Same detail. Same details. Same details, yo.
1616, convicted 1995. It happened in 1994. That is the saddest thing ever. And this is also another reason why rape victims do not want to come up, because they have to deal with, the trauma. They have to deal with the trauma over and over and over again when they get questioned constantly. You have to relive that moment again, answering each question. Then you get questioned as if you'll be lying about something like that. Why the fuck do I want to sit down and lie? First of all, I know that rape victims do not want this to prolong. They just want it to be over with. They don't want to deal with it. It's so stressful.
It's so stressful.
And then it's like, yo, you know what? I just want you to live your life. Go live your life somewhere else. And
that's why a lot of rape victims don't seek for justice, because they don't want to even go through all of that. They don't want to go through being questioned. They don't want to have to deal with the attention that comes from it and feeling like a victim. Because when you fucking getting questioned like that, you feeling like a victim all over again. You be like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? So I'm highly disgusted and disappointed with Nikki as a woman. Like, and it's like, what do you expect from a woman who wants to protect abusers around her all around any fucking way? Like, but mind you, you grew up with an abuser. Your father physically abused you and your siblings and your mom. And then your sibling, your brother, actually becomes a fucking disgusting child molester rapist. And you lie and say that, oh, his wife is lying. She just wants money from the family.
His wife is lying. His wife is lying. This is the thing, okay? I get it. Nicki Minaj, yes, I'm a supporter of your music. I love your music. I am a fan of you. But there's a difference because I wouldn't be a true fan if I cannot sit over here and say, you are wrong.
Period.
Stop it.
Dead ass wrong. It's disgusting.
You stay
It's
out of business that's
disgusting.
not, you tell us to stay out your personal life, so stay out of other people's personal life when you was not there. You weren't there either.
And you want to know what's fucked up is because she raising a little boy, and I'm so afraid that her son is gonna be one of these men who think he can just take whatever the fuck he want, including a woman's sex organ. You know what I'm saying? Because his mother is a fucking enabler. That's what she is. Nikki is a whole entire enabler, and that shit.
Oh, I promise you. I wish that we had Barb's up here because I know that you're Barb, and then I feel like her fan base, because it's half and half. Half of her fan base is like, no, what you like, I don't even think that you should have even married him. Like, why do you do the things that you do? And then the other half is like, no, that is the queen and that's it.
Oh yes, what? No, you got people bashing her like that bitch is a liar. What?
That's another thing. You can't tell this girl's story for her. Nobody can tell. Only two people that can tell the story is Kenneth himself and her.
Exactly.
Those are only two individuals that can tell the story. Nobody can tell her. Lying about what? You was not there. You probably wasn't even born yet.
Hello.
You weren't even born yet. So what is she lying about? No, she didn't add anything on. Everything happened back in the day. They're telling her to lie now. That's the thing. She's not here for the clout. She doesn't even want this thing to. A victim does not want things to. I don't want this. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's just like, I just feel for people to be attacking this girl, abusing this girl, coming at her, talking about something, oh yeah, you're a liar, your stories, you're frauding, you're da-da-da-da. Leave this girl alone. If you don't believe her story, just leave it alone then. You don't gotta tell her.
Don't go underneath her posts. Don't don't tag her in comments or nothing like that. I don't even know who she is online. She's always very incognito online.
She has to be.
Has to be, so I'm like, I don't even know who she is online.
She's getting phone calls left and right, getting threatened. Her daughter's getting threatened. Her people, it's just like what? And then for the cousin, because on Lovely T, I gotta shout these people out because I'm getting it from them as well. Because if you want to see the video, I'm gonna also post their links down below. Daytime Tea Time and Lovely T TV. They have. If you want to know the full story and Jennifer's side of the story, they have it. They have everything, and it's very well detailed. Extremely well detailed. But another thing about the cousin who was even coming out and saying, "Oh, you're lying," and da 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 and da da da. And Jennifer was like, "How much did they pay you?"
Yup. She was like, how much did they pay you? How much did they pay you?
Because then
you got paid, bitch, because before you wasn't talking like that.
And then the cousin was living with Kenneth and I think the baby mother at the time. And the baby mother was getting abused by Kenneth, allegedly. And then it's, the cousin was, basically saying, oh, F Kenneth, F Kenneth. So my thing is this, is that if you that side of him, that experience, so you got paid, he still you guys still hang out technically, because that's what was stated by Jennifer. You guys still hang out. So I mean, it's what do you wasn't there either. You're telling a story that you wasn't there. Nobody was there. Only two people was there. The only two people that can tell the story is those two. Nobody else was there. If you don't believe it, then don't comment.
You could tell that she remembers that day like it was this morning. Like not even yesterday. You could tell that she remembers that day like it was this morning. Her details are so vivid. And every time she talk about the details, she breaks down. Like her voice start cracking, she get emotional. Cause she has to relive this shit every day now. It's like she can't even live comfortably at all. Like at all. And that's a fucked up ass situation to be in. And it sucks because imagine you living your life, you having kids, you got a family, you chilling, you doing whatever, working. Next thing you know, you see your rapist on the social medias with a popular figure and you like, yo, that's crazy. Right? And then you keep it moving. Next thing you know, motherfuckers is digging up your case based on the person that he's with. Oh my God. I can't even imagine no shit like that.
Right. Bringing it back up. You already dealt. She even said back in the day that she did not want to even testify You know what I'm saying? That his parents, this is her story, this is her words, how his parents was going to pretend to be the aunt and uncle.
Yeah.
And go to
yeah,
court
they
with
was going to
her.
take her. They was going to his parents.
Right.
That's some dirty shit.
That
That's
is
some
insane.
dirty shit.
That is insane. And Nicki, me personally, I am questioning Nicki Minaj at this point in time because it's just like you're butting into something that you was not there. I get it. Yes, defend your husband. You're trying to defend your husband. But then again, you cannot tell this woman's story for her. You can only tell her what he's telling you. But how do you know what he's telling you is the truth?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you might as well just sit back and just watch like the rest of us, because at the end of the day, he's already been convicted. The thing is that I could understand if Jennifer came up new and sat there and was saying all crazy things and throwing out so many allegations like a lot of people.
Right.
This woman was minding her own business. She didn't say nothing. She didn't say nothing until y'all brought the story up. Then y'all not only brought the story up, y'all told the story wrong. And then on top of that,
right, exactly.
And then on top of that, you are sitting over here. You don't want to register as a sex offender after you sat and you praised. Yes, I will do that to lessen your time. And then then now she has to speak up because it's not even what you just said was not the truth.
But not only that, she has to speak up because y'all are threatening her life.
Y'all threatening her life.
Y'all are threatening your life. Her life. Y'all put a price on her head. Y'all got gang members reaching out to her, calling her. Y'all got people approaching her daughter. Mm-hmm. What if somebody approached your son, Nicki? Mm-hmm. What if one day your son grows up to be 21 years old, he out here doing his thing, and next thing you know, somebody approach your son like, yeah, you know your mother, Nicki Minaj? Yeah, she did da-da-da-da-da-da, and start harassing your kid. Mm-hmm. Then what? Mm-hmm. Because that woman still got a youngest child too. So right. You never know. Listen, sis, it could be one day where your kid is 21 and that woman's kid is 26 or 28 looking for this little nigga like, yeah, because this little nigga my mom's dirty. You never know. You got to be careful out here. As you can see, shit comes back. It don't matter how long, because look, your husband raped a woman over 25 years ago and it's coming back. Alleged, it's right. Coming back because his stupid ass want to be in the public eye with your stupid ass. You both just a stupid motherfucker.
It's just so crazy. It's crazy. It's insane. Honestly,
and y'all pissing me off. Like, come on. Like,
I honestly didn't. It's insane and it's crazy that this woman has to go through something like this, and it's crazy and insane that it's being brought back up. The thing is that Kenneth, he already did his time for it. He already got convicted for it. He did his time. He's registered in New York City as a sex offender. I think it's level 2, I believe.
That's why his bum ass ain't never go nowhere his whole life. Because he can't. But then as soon as you get a meal ticket out, it's like, well, I don't want to do it like this. And your stupid ass wife is sitting there like, I can.
Because, I mean, to be honest, if they're going to reopen this case, one, the alleged reasoning of him being more of an abuser versus him being a rapist, that still doesn't make him any better. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't put a star on his chest. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I get very confused by it. Like, just follow the rule. I guess because you couldn't be near the child. You didn't know what gender the child was going to be, what sex the child was going to be born. So I guess you couldn't be near the child. But I mean, this is something that you did, like you did, and it was going to come back to you no matter what. Now, granted, also, Nicki, if he even wasn't with Nicki Minaj, let's say if he was just with a regular woman, we wouldn't even be knowing about this story.
It's true.
We wouldn't be knowing about this story. The only reason why I get so much hype is because he's with Nicki Minaj.
Because it's a Nicki with Nicki, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, one, don't matter how much money you have, the court is the court. And especially if she's not changing her testimony, then, I mean, what are we really reopening this case for? What are we reopening it for? Nothing's changed. Like, it's still the same facts. Nothing's going to change. So what are we reopening it for? You might as well just register.
No, because y'all want her to lie. Y'all want her to lie. Y'all want her to say that she's a liar to try and, fix your image. And you talking about, oh, go off internet. Y'all can't run my life. Well, obviously the internet is running your life, bitch, because you so worried about people knowing where the fuck, about people knowing where the fuck you live and shit like that. Mm. So that's the main reason why, damn, so I'm all fucked up today.
No, it's all good.
Hey, man, next week will be better.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you so worrying about people knowing where the fuck you live and shit like that. So you are worrying about the internet. The internet does run your life, bitch, because that's the only reason why you feel so adamant about protecting this man's whatever the fuck, his image along with yours. Like,
He don't have an image. He don't have an image.
Exactly. Mind you, people didn't like who you was with, fine, but we was willing to accept it because it's you.
Right.
And it was like, you know what? She loved him, fine. His past is his past. Fine. But bitch, no, the past is coming back up and you're trying to enable him.
Right.
And you're the one with the money, so we know it's coming from you, sis, because this man ain't got no bread. You picked him up off the streets of fucking Queens, Southside Jamaica. Right. Bitch, this nigga's broke. He never been nowhere because he can't go nowhere because he ain't got. Come on, stop. Yeah, he a top. You know what I'm saying? He a big stepper in Mac Baller. Facts. Everybody could vouch for him. He a big stepper, big stepper. You know what I'm saying? Even DJ Academics, he had fucking beef with Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj was like, holla at my husband. He was asking niggas around like, yo, who's her husband? Niggas was like, Kenneth Zoo Petty. Oh yeah, nah.
Oh, so that's why they call him Petty, because it's Kenneth Zoo. Wow.
Kenneth Zoo Petty. Kenny Zoo is his street name. Zoo.
Okay.
Now I'm saying, but niggas was telling DJ Academic like, you don't want no parts of Kenneth Zoo Petty. That nigga's really like that. So, granted, all right, he's like that. All right, great, kudos. That's what's up. So that's all he's good for is that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you needed a fucking bodyguard, bitch, you should have said that.
Yeah, you should have just hired one.
You should have said that. You should have said you needed a fucking bodyguard, bitch. Like, you talking about something, you in love with him because, and I believe you. I believe you feel like, you know what, this nigga is the closest thing to home. Like, you feel me? Like,
the thing is with Nicki, I don't want people to get this twisted because Nicki Minaj is able to love whoever she wants to love. She is able to be whoever she wants to be with. Exactly. That is her right. But when you are with somebody, just know that whatever you're with, you take along their baggage. And I don't know, these two individuals, I don't know, all three actually individuals, but just based off of it is that I feel like, you got with him, you're trying to, turn whatever he's been convicted with, whatever, meaning just his whole scale, you're trying to change it around. And it's like, that's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? That lady is not going to change her testimony. She's out here on blogs, so many different minor blog sites and minor, interviewers doing different interviews with, YouTubers and things like that, that she's telling her story. She's telling her side just in case something was to happen to her. We know that, okay, well, then she has a side of the story. And now we're going to look at you different. The thing is Nicki Minaj, I feel like your fan base was looking out for your image itself, because this is not the first time that we hear about you defending somebody who's done something like this. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like people who love and support her don't want to see her get dragged down because of an individual that you didn't even have to be with. But then again, Nicki Minaj is able to be with whoever she wants to be with. I just wanted her to just stay out of this because this has nothing to do with her.
That's the part. I just wanted her to stay out of it. Whatever opinion you have, whatever. But you was never supposed to come out and try to speak up on behalf of him because you was not there. If you want to be with a rapist, be with a rapist, but you was not there. So you cannot speak on this woman's situation. You cannot call this woman and ask her to lie. What's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm. And then not even only that, but don't even offer her $20,000. That's
like
the thing that
garbage, but it's because she's paying off these blogs and shit too. Like,
but it's like, come on, $20,000 for me to change my story. I'm not changing my story for no $20,000. You got to give me a little bit more money than that for me to change my story.
But she said that she was like, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't be no amount of bread that would get me to sit here and say that I lied about fucking being raped. Like, I'm not about to do that. Offer me $2 million. Offer me $20 million. What happened to me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to make the story suitable for you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Now, at this point, I want to square up. Now I want to square up, bitch. Meet me somewhere. Because now I want to fight because you trying to play with me. Now I want to fight, bitch. Now come on, meet me somewhere. Pussy guys. Yo, that's the type of time I would really be on. Come on, fight. Fuck.
I feel that high key. You know what? It's just, oh my God. If y'all want to literally listen to this woman's story, listen to her story. I'm gonna definitely tag the two sites, two YouTube channels
Yes,
that you could
and that's
definitely
where I get
listen
my
to them
tea.
too.
Candace,
Most,
daytime tea time.
most definitely.
WP. Yes.
Definitely. They really broke it down to the teeth.
Oh,
Daytime
indeed.
tea time with, you said it was Candace who runs that, right?
Candace.
And
Yeah, her name is Candace.
and Lovely TTV, who also just broke it down. She was sharing just so many different things. These are supportive ladies. These are ladies who was really breaking down that story, and they also did interviews with her. Well, not really not Lovely TTV, but she got from people who did other interviews with her, more emotional stories, still the same.
Right.
Do you already know who it is? It's Juan 145, the Nigerian Prince / King. And I have Miss Lita here as my co-host for
Yes.
After Dark. The Mesh After Dark will definitely be a segue where we just talk about the craziest things. We talk about celebrity drama, celebrity gossip, and da-da-da. You know, it's a step back from the positivity.
Uncensored.
Uncensored. We try to be positive, but we're taking a step back from the positivity, of course. Of course, we're still going to remain positive.
Right.
Don't get ahead
That's
of the
the
tea,
key.
the gossip, and all of that. We don't want to be late behind with that. So definitely catch us next week. I'm going to pick out a day when it should be out and open and available. I just don't know what day yet, but it will be out and it will be fire. Next week, Lita, we definitely gonna get something juicy.
Yeah, oh yeah, hell yeah. You already know.
You already know.
Oh, feisty, you fucking bitch.
Your cat, check your back. Lita, you give yourself your outro.
You already know it's your girl, Bonita Applebaum. I gotta put you on and make sure y'all like the Mesh videos. Make sure y'all subscribe to #the_Mesh on YouTube. Make sure you follow the Mesh on Instagram.
All right. Thank you. Till next time.